cheers.
Now I got your attention, I would like to mention where the good wind blows with a new invention. Stop.
I'm Sam, I'm a tattoo artist from Sheffield and I've been tattooing for 11 years, I think, this year. When I was younger and growing up, I've always done art and stuff anyway. But I was doing other types of art, I was doing bits of graffiti and whatnot. Being like a teenage lad, typical teenage lad, getting in trouble and doing things like that with graffiti, it doesn't really work hand in hand. So got arrested and Dad had to pick me up from the police station, which meant I had to do something else with art because he was pretty off at me. Yeah, very fair. But so yeah, I knew that I wanted to do something else with art because I had just loads of passion for it. My mum brought me down here actually for my first tattoo, and I was only a young lad, and started talking with Pat, and I was dead shy. Like, I used to be so shy, like talking to him because he'd just be like dead crew like all the time. That was our first like encounter, if you will. And then obviously I like the same as what everybody who comes in this shop does. They like really take to Pat and like know that he's a good guy and he's like easy to speak to. And I just used to work like just down the road. So like you just come in on my dinners and pester him. I got sacked from the place that I was working and I came straight in here afterwards and I was speaking to Pat about it and I was like, oh, you just sacked me. And he was just like, so chill. He was just something like, oh, do you want to start here on Monday then? I was like, what? Like, just like going home and just thinking, this is the best day ever. Like, yeah, and then that Monday came and that was it. I started doing tattoos, it was sick. Well, I loved it. Oh, it's very good.
Stop.
I always like tattooing family members, like when, and I still get nervous as well, like when I'm tattooing my mum or my sister, and I started tattooing my dad as well last year. Like when I'm tattooing like these guys, I get like I'm warm and sweaty, like, and I still get a little bit nervous doing those. So I guess they stand out to me because that takes me back to when I started and being nervous and whatnot. My style was changing constantly for the first like 3 or 4 years of me tattooing, and like it took me a while to find out what I actually wanted to do. And like I've always liked the look of like traditional and neo-traditional tattoos. So I think that my kind of style that I do predominantly is somewhere in between neo-traditional and traditional, but it always varies, like, and there's always a little bit of something that's like that you can tweak and change and stuff. I like to tattoo all styles, like, and I like the idea of having like a challenge. If there's something that, I mean, if you'd asked me that, if Pat would have asked me that like 3 or 4 years ago, I'd be like, no, it's out of my comfort zone, I'm not doing it. But now, like, because I've done a lot of different styles, I enjoy doing everything, like, and it's good to do a bit of everything. Pat, for me, was like a bit of a saviour. Like my dad said it himself like a while ago. He said like if he thinks that if it wasn't for Pat, I'd probably be either in prison or dead now, and I think that's pretty true. Like there's been many a times when if it weren't for Pat, like I'd have been in a pretty gnarly place. Yeah, Checkster, ready to roll? Is it, yeah?
However it can.
Hi, is that a camera? Everybody's keen as mustard when they start tattooing. Everybody's keen as mustard, and you always think you're doing a good job and you're doing something that's well, and you want to progress with your tattooing and that. But essentially, it's sick, it's poor.
It was terrible.
And when you look back and you think, did I really do that? And you still progress, and you're progressing still to this day, and your stuff's getting better and better.
Even no matter how long you've been tattooing for, you've never learned all of it. There's always something to be doing better and something to be improving on.
Tattoos evolve. Sam's got to evolve. He's got to keep on progressing with his design work, which he's doing. He's drawing loads of designs up. Got to keep thinking. Got to think out of the box. Got to keep progressing with them designs. keep the story going with tattoos, keep the history going with tattoos.
Yeah, man. Nice.
I've been tattooing probably, flipping it, I'm 54 now, so probably 34 years or so. Maybe even a little bit longer than that. But I've seen a lot come, a lot go, done a lot of tattooing. Met a lot of good people, but that's part of the job, isn't it?
You just spat on me.
Well, you once thanked me for turning your life around and making you into a tattooist, and I said to you, you've always been a tattooist because that's all you've ever wanted to do. That's all you ever were going to be. And
yeah.
That's all you...
Pretty fair to me. That were good, that.
Well, I've been at game over 35 years. You've been at game a long time, and you're paying for our experience and the skills that time.
There's too many people who are doing tattoos from their bedrooms and stuff at home. Because I mean, we see it ourselves, and they'll go to these people, and they'll get a tattoo done, and then we'll be correcting it 2 weeks after. So it's like, when you read like reviews and stuff on Facebook, like most of the time it's people just saying that they have a laugh here and they're very relaxed and there's always something happening, so people are having a good time. Like, I think we don't aim to give people a good time, I think they just have a good time when they're here.
We are the kings of banter.
We are. it's good for people to, like I say, just relax and whatnot, and it, like I said, that they're having a laugh and they're having a good time, and that kind of thing does matter, I think, because there's a lot of places you go and it's dead serious and like almost silent, and like when we went to that place in Latvia or Poland.
Oh yeah, like a morgue.
Yeah, just nobody talking to each other.
Have a laugh, we're only here once.
That was two. Really a one.
Sharp as ever.
Like, I could be here all day, like saying about things that Pat's done for me, like to change me. It's not even just like at work, it's like just as a person in general, like.
Well, that's nice. I've tried to mould you, but I can't really do that because you're unmouldable.
You can't polish your hair, but you can sprinkle glitter on it.
He's had to evolve and mature himself. You learn from your own mistakes, and
I found myself seeing people going in the direction that I was kind of going in when I was younger and trying to talk to them and...
does something for other people.
Yeah, but it just gets me off because I know they're not listening. And I kind of know, I know what he was going through all these times when he's tried to teach me things and like trying to put me in the right direction, and I'm just like, oh, Pat, It was only yesterday I was saying to somebody who was in my car that if I grow up to be half the man that Pat is, then I'll know that I've done a good job.
You're half the weight.
Yeah, man. No, that's genuine as well. I'm passionate about what I do. I like to draw custom tattoos from scratch, so you're going to have something that's your tattoo and other people aren't going to have. Yeah. And you'll have a good time when you're here as well. So you get to listen to this there. I'm very unrealistic with where I see myself going because I just don't want Pat to finish. I don't want Pat to stop tattooing. He's staying next to me like the entire time.
I've got to be here anyway, tied you up after.
Yeah, that's true. Like an ideal world is it for it to remain like this, but for us to just keep busy and just keep drafting away, but together though, like, yeah.
We'll keep going, we've got quite a few years left in us.
You know, put all this
What's your strongest piece of advice, Samuel?
Now, don't do drugs.
Okay, listen. You got this. It's time to be frank.
And now the end is near, and so I'll face the final curtain.